Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about pregnancy. This is more of a heart-to-heart motivational conversation we're gonna have. I fully planned for this whole month to be about nutrition related things, like the benefits of creatine and collagen and fats and proteins, but something just has been pulling me more in the direction of that's not what you need. What you actually need right now is to be focusing on your why, or getting the motivation to actually do the work that you already know how to do. So I'm deviating from the plan, right? So let's talk a little bit about HA recovery in the context that you want to get pregnant. What is it about wanting to get pregnant and not having your period that are just out of conflict, right? You really want this baby, right? So, obviously not everyone with HA wants a baby. That wasn't my story, but there are many, many, many women who your motivation, your whole reason for going down this route is to get a baby. So what is it, if you want that so much, why is it so hard to gain the weight or to stop the exercise or whatever it is that individually you need to do, that you know you need to do? So I just want to talk about in this context. So the first thing, number one, you will sit around a lot when you're pregnant. So if fear of not getting your step count in or not getting all of your training in is holding you back from getting your period back, I'm here to tell you that when you get pregnant, you will sit more. When you have a baby, you will sit more. You will not be as active. It will bring you there. So if you don't want to bring yourself there for the purpose of getting pregnant, I encourage you to just remember, this is going to happen anyway. This is inevitable. There is no way around this. So it is okay to sit down and do less physically to get yourself cycling so you can get pregnant. You will sit down a lot. Be ready. For some of us, it's fear around changing how we eat and eating more. So the second thing I want to talk to you about today is the fact that if you want to get pregnant, you will need to repair your relationship with food. You don't get the option of getting pregnant and continuing to have a messed up relationship with food unless you choose to take a treatment route that may or may not work for you based on where your body is at physically. But if you want to get pregnant naturally, you will need to repair your relationship with food. And when you are pregnant, there is a very strong chance that you won't have a whole lot of control around what you need to eat, just based on the weird things that happen to us during pregnancy. And so delaying making changes to the control you have around food is only holding you back from what you really want, which is to get pregnant. And when you have a child, you have a responsibility, right? At about 6 months, you'll be bringing food in. You'll be introducing food. What kind of relationship with food do you want to have in front of that child? If you want to get pregnant, you will need to just start addressing whatever behaviors, issues, fears you have around food and eating. The third one I want to talk to you about today is that you will need to let go of control of the plan and of sleep. Many of you will resonate with this. When I had HA, was one of my behaviors, my themes was being rigid around sleep. I needed X amount of sleep so that I could recover and all of this good stuff. It needed to be perfect. And I would freak out if I wasn't going to get sufficient sleep. So if that's you, if you're one of those people, this is a great time to practice being okay and present with, maybe you go to bed a bit later. Maybe you wake up in the middle of the night and you're up for a couple of hours, right? Deep breath. It is okay. It just is what it is. This will need to be your attitude when you have a baby, because you can't be freaking out about your lack of sleep for the next year, okay? This might sound strange to some people listening who this isn't a challenge for, but there are many of you who know that you need to let go of the control of things like that if you want to have a baby. And letting go now, saying, oh, I can wait I'll let go when I have a baby is not setting you up for success. This is an opportunity for you to let go of some of your habits and controlling behaviors. This is an opportunity for you to let go of them and become at peace and more of a go with the flow type person, because that will make for a very fulfilling and a wonderful first year with your baby. But hold on to those behaviors and you'll honestly feel like you're not ready and you'll just have a challenging time. If you want to get your period back so you can get pregnant, now is the time to let go of controlling things like sleep and when you eat and what you get to eat. Same with just perfectionism in general. You know, if you think you're going to be able to do it all, maybe you are. Maybe you are going to be super mom, super career woman, super athlete, all the things. Maybe. But maybe it'll be really hard and unenjoyable to do all of those things, right? Letting go for me of how tidy my house is, or how many workouts I get to get in a week, or what I'm eating or when I'm eating it, and how I'm performing at work and how much sleep I get and all of, like, by letting go of having any measurable metric around that, I am more free and happy to be with my baby. And the training to be able to handle situations like that happens now, not then. And the last thing is, if you want to get pregnant, you will need to have a healthy cycle, okay? I talk about this all the time. I know it's a headache, but it can't just be about getting your period and then if I get my period and I don't get pregnant straight away, you know, then I'll do treatment, or then what's wrong with me, and then I'll be upset, or then I'll go back the other way and say, maybe this path isn't for me. No, right? If you want to get pregnant, you are committing to recovery and you're committing to giving your body everything it needs to cycle optimally, to have a healthy period, because you cannot get pregnant if your period is completely out of whack. You have to be ovulating, you have to have enough hormones to be able to facilitate pregnancy. So what are you waiting for? Now is the time to give your body the rest it needs, the food it needs, the recovery it needs, the de-stressing, the break that it needs. Now is the time. So if you're listening and you want to get pregnant, you cannot control these things anymore. And it's time to thank your step count and tracking your macros and your super healthy food diet and your exercise regime. It's time to thank them for what they've done for you. But that is then and that is done. And right now you are on a different path. You're trying to get your period back and you're trying to have a baby. So thank you for what you've done for me. You're not serving me in this season. And I'm saying yes to the things I need to do to get my body back on track and my mind. Okay. Have a really great day. If this was valuable to you, please thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this podcast. And I will see you guys next week. See ya.